Hi, I'm Lena, and in this video I'm going to be talking about all my money-saving travel hacks. If you make it to the end, you will learn all that I have discovered about saving money on vacation and all my money-saving travel hacks. These strategies could help you save hundreds of dollars on each vacation so that you can get away more often. On this channel, I like to talk about money, and I like to talk about things that can make your life around the house a little bit simpler. And with that, let's get right into the video. So my first hack is to rent a place that has a kitchen so that you can prepare all of your meals at your rental while you are on vacation. So for me, this is an absolute necessity because I have some very serious food allergies and sensitivities. So we have to do this anyway, but when you think about it, if you have to eat out during every meal, it can really add up, especially if you have a family. So this can really save you a ton of money. This is probably my number one money saving hack, is to rent a place that has a kitchen so you can buy your groceries at the grocery store and then prepare them at your rental and not eat out during every meal. So my next tip is to buy fun foods at the grocery store ahead of time. So this means that you know you're going to go on a trip, you're going to the grocery store, and you're buying some things that you wouldn't normally eat and you wouldn't normally put into your normal budget, and they're a little bit special. You're bringing these special foods on your trip, and this saves you money on those impulse purchases. You already know you have those special snacks that you brought along with you that can satisfy your little sweet craving when you are out having a great time. This also applies to drinks. So if there are special drinks that you would enjoy, or perhaps grown-up drinks that you would enjoy, if you buy those ingredients or those components in advance at the grocery store, you will save so much money, and you will have your fun drink at your fun vacation spot, but you will avoid the $15 margarita fee. So my next tip is to pack lunch or snacks for your exciting day. So perhaps you are planning to spend the day away having an adventure at a national park or Disneyland or wherever you're going. You know you're going to be away from the place that you're sleeping that has the kitchen, but you are bringing along your lunch or you're bringing along heavy snacking so that you are prepared when the hunger strikes and you don't have to eat out at a restaurant at some random place. This also means you get to eat what you want to eat and not what is nearby and available at, I'm sure, inflated prices. So you are packing in your lunch, or if you know you're gonna just plan for a late lunch, you pack your heavy snacking and then you come back in time to cook your lunch at your rental. So you know you're going to be out all day, you brought your special snacks that you got at the grocery store, and perhaps you brought your favorite sandwich or whatever it is, so that you know when hunger strikes, and it will, it just always comes around, especially if you have little kids, you are prepared, and you are prepared with a very cost-effective option that you know that everyone will enjoy and actually eat. Okay, another way to save on food is to bring all of your food cooked. So when we went to the Great Wolf Lodge, we packed in all of our food in a cooler. And this means that it was actually already cooked and already ready to eat. So we brought like frittata, we brought hamburgers, we brought curry that we could just warm up in the microwave. So this was kind of dual purpose because one, we were saving a ton of money on food and we weren't eating out, but this also means we didn't have to worry about food or spend any time looking for food. So we got maximum value out of being at the park because we didn't have to spend time planning food or basically eating it. All we had to do is go up to a room and like put it in our mouth. And we were also saving money. Okay, this next tip is in the line of food, but it's kind of about the end of your trip. So before you leave for your trip, think about when you might get home from your trip and how you'll be hungry. So this means you have something to eat when you get home, because this can be a real pitfall for us. We come home after a long drive and we're exhausted, we're hungry, it's been a long weekend, and guess what? There's nothing to eat in the whole house. So if you plan ahead, or you have something that's easy to pop in the microwave, or maybe you've got a freezer meal or something like that ready, so you know that you will have food and it is ready to go, so that you aren't tempted to go out and get takeout or something like that. So I've actually only done this once, and I got this tip from my sister, which is genius, and I think I need to apply this to every trip now. We accidentally did this and we left some soup at home. When we came back from our last trip, we had soup ready for us to eat that night, and we also had lunches for the next day. Okay, the next section is kind of about activities. So my next tip is to seek out free or cheap activities that you can do next to your vacation rental. So look up museums. Sometimes local museums are free and they can have some really cool stuff in them, or perhaps there are some really cool shops downtown that you can window search in, even though this one's a little bit dangerous because it has that opportunity for money spending. But if you can just look and not buy, you can save some money on using that as an activity, because I love to shop, and it doesn't necessarily mean I need to buy something, but I definitely enjoy looking at unique shops and checking out what they have. Perhaps there's also some unique local attractions or activities to go check out, and they don't cost any money, or it's a very nominal fee or something, and you can really experience the local culture that way in an inexpensive fashion. My next tip is to stay active while you are on vacation, and this can help save you money. So if the activity of the day is going on a bike ride or going on a hike or something like that, you can really avoid spending money because you are not somewhere where you can spend money. You're packing your snacks, you're enjoying the scenery, and in my mind, that's the best part of vacation, is you're out in the glory of nature with your family and you're enjoying that and relaxing in that. So you're exploring local parks or beaches, you are biking, you're walking, you're hiking, you're watching the sunset, you plan to have a picnic and watch the sunset at a special spot that you found or something. These are all very cheap activities to do on vacation, but I feel like they can be some of the most memorable and least expensive. Okay, let's talk about booking your vacation now. A great way to bring down the cost of your vacation is to vacation with your family or at a place that your family owns or has access to. So say you're going to Yellowstone Park and you rent a house with other family members. This way you can split the cost and you can get a lovely place with a kitchen so you can cook all your own food, and you get to split that cost that it costs to have that house. So you may need a bigger place with more bedrooms, but just price it out and see. Like a hotel room can get really expensive and you normally only have one room, and especially if you have any kids, it really would be nice to have more than one room, and that definitely is more affordable when you go in with people. So the other idea is perhaps your family has property somewhere that you could like park a trailer on, or perhaps they have an extra room at their vacation house, or perhaps they have a space for you to come and visit. That could be a good way for you to have a vacation and really keep the cost down. I think that's pretty much the cheapest vacation, is going and staying with your family, because normally that's free. My next tip is to go camping if you have the gear. If you don't have the camping gear, getting all the camping gear can definitely be expensive, but if you have it, camping can be a very inexpensive way to go on a vacation. Also look for free campgrounds. So normally campgrounds you have to pay for your spot, and it's not as expensive as renting a hotel or something, but you know, it still costs money. And I just discovered last year that there are some places where you can camp for free. So if you look really hard, or you know the area, or you can ask around, sometimes there's free camping spots, or If you have a different sort of pass, like a Discovery Pass or something, they have Discovery Pass campgrounds. So you just need your $30 pass that you paid for to get into all those kinds of parks, and then you can camp there for free if you have that pass. So definitely look into those different camping options that are totally legal spots, but also free. I've been paying for camping for so many years until I realized that there's actually spots where you can camp for free. So definitely look into that and ask around with your local community to see, where can I go camping for absolutely free? Because that makes the vacation even cheaper. My next tip is to book ahead, and this is kind of dual purpose. So often when you book ahead, you can be scheming about different rates, and sometimes farther out is less expensive. And the other part about this is that you have something to look forward to. I've really discovered that I really like to have things to look forward to. So if you plan a trip in advance and you book it in advance, you get to look forward to it for a long time, and then you're adding more value to your trip by the definition that you get to wait and look forward to it. Okay, my next few things are a little bit random or bonus, whatever you want to call it. So my next tip is to pack smart. So often packing with a list or really thinking through the kinds of things that you might need can save you a ton of money by you not having to buy things when you get there. So if you're going somewhere where you're going to be outside, don't forget your sunscreen or your bathing suits or your hiking shoes or your sunglasses or your hats or whatever those things are. In all likelihood, you would probably be able to buy those items at the location that you are going, but they will probably be at least twice or 3 times as expensive because they know that you are desperate when you're at your vacation spot and you forgot your bathing suit. So you're thoroughly thinking through what you will need before you get there so that you can avoid these impulse necessary purchases that are marked up. My next hack is to plan on making a photo book as your souvenir. So you're taking photos while you're on your trip, and they're beautiful and adorable, and this photo book will commemorate them and you'll get to enjoy them forever. And this also prevents you from buying souvenirs that seem cool when you're there, but then when you get home you're like, I'm not really going to use that, or I don't know where I'm going to put that, and then it was really expensive. Or perhaps you have a slew of kids and they all want their own souvenir, and that can really add up too. Thanks so much for watching my video. It means so much to me. Please comment your money-saving travel hacks down below. Like this video to boost my YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any uploads. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.